So we've got the Soundcore 3 here, which is a relatively new speaker. I picked this up on a decent, I think I got it for about 30, 39, 40 pound roughly in a Black Friday sale. Um, yeah, so this is the newest um, item in their Soundcore range. I've reviewed the Soundcore 1 and 2 on here before. So yeah, this will be interesting to see if there's been any improvement, really. Just looking at the box here, we've got IPX7 waterproof rating, always nice. 24 hours of playtime. To be honest, most speakers seem to say that nowadays. I wouldn't really go by too much off what the actual companies say, because it tends to be pretty useless. Party cast, you can link 100 plus speakers, which no one's ever going to do, um, and bass up, stuff like that. So you've got boosted bass, apparently, with 2 passive radiators either side. Which is good. You can actually see at the front of the speaker, you can almost see through it. And then you've got, again, 24-hour playtime, stereo sound, waterproof, and a load of other stuff. Customizable EQ. I will be showing you the app later on in this video as well, because that's not too shabby. But yeah, nice box, decent size. Not too much waste going on here. If you see what I mean? Like, it's all actually needed. Here's the fine product. As you can see, what I meant by being able to see straight through into what's going on here. You've got your 2 passive radiators here. On the top, you've got your standard power button, volume down, play pause type thing, volume up, and your Bluetooth pairing. Very similar to the last design, to be honest, like very rubbery. Just going for that whole waterproof, rugged look. Like, you could throw this about and like pretty much how you want, and it's gonna be fine. So it's one of those speakers. Actually comes with like a little hook type thing for a lanyard. Or yeah, like a lanyard, or putting it around your waist or whatever. I don't know what you'd really be doing with it, but it does come with that this time around, which is quite cool. The only port on this is a USB-C for charging, so obviously props for the USB-C and not any micro USB. Funny business, but no aux in or anything, so it's literally only Bluetooth. So if you're going to maybe use this for a monitor or for an Xbox or a TV, then just bear that in mind, that it will have to be Bluetooth, and that's not very good for those things. Yeah, and then you've just got like an escape on the back and nothing much more going on. Very simple design. I got this one in silver as the colour, but realistically it's grey. So yeah, I have had a play about with it. I'm going to play you a snippet of audio first. We've got the speaker on full volume and the tablet on 80%. Yeah, interesting that it doesn't sync with the phones. That's normally a sign that it's a bit of a cheaper product. So, or maybe it's just that we're using an older tablet here, but we'll see. So I'm going to play you an 80% volume snippet like we normally do. And yeah, then we can talk about.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear.
Okay, I am using a new mic in this video as well, so hopefully that sounds a bit better. Actually followed some criticism from the last one with the soundbox, where the phone, to be fair, they're right, it couldn't pick up the sound at all. So I've gone and got a mic, so hopefully it sounds a bit better in these videos here. But yeah, I mean, the sound is good quality. It's very clear, and it doesn't sound cheap sound. It's very clear sound. And yeah, and it's got everything you would. It's not missing out any parts of the audio, if you see what I mean. It's got the tops, the highs, and the lows, but it's not very loud for starters. In this room here, you could probably quite happily have that on almost full volume and talk to someone on the other side of the room and not really have to raise your voice too much, which is not a brilliant sign volume wise. And for me, it's the bass at the end of the day. Is I can't listen after you've been effectively spoilt with all of the the brilliant speakers that I've reviewed on this channel. It's very hard to go back to a speaker like this and actually listen to any songs through it, because it just sounds flat and boring. There's just no, but I mean, obviously it's got those two passive radios, but they're just so small. And it's with speakers, it is just a size thing. With something of this size, you really can't, you just can't get that type of, just any type of sound out of it. And I know obviously that's going to be the same with anything this size, but if it was me, I would just go for something a little bit bigger, like probably about something like I'm going to be reviewing a video coming out on the 12th, which would be quite exciting. But yeah, so something more like the Trons, the Tri-Bit, the Tri-Bit Blast type thing. Something of that size is still portable. You can still fit it in anyone's room. It won't take up too much space, and it genuinely sounds good. Like, you get a little bit of wall shaking bass with that, almost. Like, it's very impressive for what it is, and the size it is, and it's got lights with it and everything, and it's still very portable. I don't see much of a market for speakers this small because they just sound a bit tinny. So yeah, unfortunately, not so much a negative review. It's just, for me, I don't see the market for this. But if you were to compare it to something of the same size, like the closest thing I can think of, I guess, is the JBL Flip 5 type thing, Flip 6 even, which is definitely louder and definitely a bit more bassy. Obviously, there's a big price increase there. So if you were to if I was to recommend one or the other in that case, it would probably be this, to be fair, because of that dramatic, about £60 price difference at the price I got this anyway. And yeah, for that money, this is better than the Flip 6. It's definitely not. It is louder and bassier, but not to the point where the £60 is warranted. But I really would just save up a little bit more and get something a little bit bigger, at which point you'll actually be able to hear some proper sound. Because to be honest, your phone at full volume is a similar experience to this, I would say. So yeah, I mean, take it as you will, but it's the type of speaker that you're probably going to sit in the corner of a room and just play almost some background noise, and you're not really going to think about it too much. So yeah, but if you want to sit down and properly enjoy some music, then maybe look at some others that I've showed on this channel.